Your eyes was on some crazy shit.
Alright, you seeing this shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Fox Puff. We got Sis Passing Fox versus Hawaii Tricks. Do you know who this person is?
Nope. They just pinged me online, and I said yeah.
Okay.
Then we had 80 ping.
Cool. Unfortunate. Alright, let's watch how you start this. Alright. You started by doing the worst nair possible. Can we can we look at that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty shit nair.
You deserve to die for this nair.
Yeah, I did. I did, is the thing.
No, you didn't though.
Oh, I guess I didn't die because of the nair.
Yeah, you died after the nair. So, first of all, that's one thing you can do. Is you're probably just doing an autopilot
clown nair.
Autopilot ass
To
nair.
the corner.
And then he just nairs, right? And so here he lands with nair grab. And do you know kind of how Puff is playing mix-ups on landing?
On landing? I don't think so.
Okay, so rule of thumb is that you cannot punish Puff AC nair. You cannot true punish that thing. You have to play the landing mix-up unless she lands like directly on you, or like if you CC the nair, you can also punish it. But in general, if she's landing with CC nair, you are playing a mix-up. You are playing a mix-up of some sort.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the times, Puffs will land with AC nair and then instant grab because they'll expect the Fox to try to like dash in and grab, right?
Right.
So that's exactly what happens to you. This is like a super level 1 thing that happens to Foxes all the fucking time that aren't aware of when Puff plays this mix-up. So that's just one thing, because like Puff grab is like definitely one of the more common options that Puffs will like do to cover their landing.
Yeah.
They'll also dash attack when you're at dash attack knockdown %, which you're not, so they probably won't. Sometimes they like roll away, sometimes they like wave dash away. If you're far enough, sometimes they'll jump. But generally the three, I guess, that you're mostly looking at if they're like very close to you is grab, shield, and crouch. So, and obviously the only one that is any like real risk to you is grab. And the thing about grab is that the EV for Puff is so skewed in her favor if the grab hits. So you win. The thing about Fox Puff that I think is kind of silly is that you win this situation like maybe 70% of the time, 80% of the time, something like that. But you get like an up throw up air for it, which doesn't kill unless she's at kill %. But if she gets a grab, you fucking die.
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of Puffs abuse the EV mismatch to just cheese wins off you a lot of the time. So a level 1 thing is that you just have to avoid ending up in stupid situations like this. Like, I always assume that their level 1 is gonna be nair grab, like on landing. They just want to cheese out a random ass grab like this. So step 1 to being more consistent in this matchup is not getting hit by stupid ass grabs like this. This one has hit me so many times, and I've never understood why until pretty recently. And this is the reason why. It's because I just didn't understand the Puff landing tree mix-up.
Yeah, so I just sit outside grab range, and then she'll do something.
Yeah, and that's like that's what you can default to. And you can like, another thing is, instead of dash up grabbing, you can catch her landing with a drill. It's pretty good, honestly. Or you can full hop on top of her as she lands. Those are both really, really good options to deal with Puff landing. Because honestly, a lot of the time, because her air drift is so crazy, it's very, very hard to punish her landing, even on FD. I think people make it sound easier than it is, but it's pretty hard to like true punish her landing.
No, it's a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Any questions about this landing tree?
No, that makes sense.
Okay. So yeah, you get grabbed, and then you good DI, D side B.
I tried to dash grab and spam put.
Small optimization here is that you can side B right here in fast fall.
Ooh.
If you side B from high up enough, you don't incur any landing lag aside
Yeah,
from like the
yeah,
4
yeah.
frames or whatever. So that's chill. It would have helped you maybe.
I think I expected to be on ledge, and then I wasn't, and so then when I went to do the dash grab because I was on stage instead, I like did it late, and so I got ledge shield.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think like going for a ledge here in the first place is not a good idea because you don't get anything and you're still in the corner. So yeah, and then you miss the dash grab, whatever. It happens, and then you die. Another thing about Puff is that like recovery, it's very easy to be lazy in your recovery against Puff. But Puff kind of has a hard time edgeguarding Fox a lot of time when especially when you're above the stage. And you notice here how, watch. So you get double buried, you miss attack. Look at where you are here. If you can reasonably be, can you see my mouse cursor?
Yeah.
Can you see
Yeah,
my
I can
mouse
be up
cursor?
there because I do see your mouse cursor.
Okay, you can be like up here.
Because it just takes forever for her to gain height vertically. It's like horizontally that she's fine.
Exactly.
So if you're above the stage, then the mix-up's way more favored towards you.
Do you know about some of the vertical height mix-ups that you can play against Marth when you're recovering?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, for example, you can like double jump and you can like feign, you can like hover in this range.
Yeah.
And then you'll like fast fall side B or whatever. You can do similar things against Puff and it's even better against Puff because she can't cover that much ground vertically in the same way. So it's even harder for her. So right here, like side B is kind of okay, but generally Puffs will like auto.
I'm cheesy when I do this.
Yeah, it's a little cheesy. I think a lot of Foxes, including myself, have pretty cheesy recoveries that are like not that good, but they like lead to reversals sometimes.
This is me being disrespectful. Like I'm not meaningfully engaging with the mix-up. I'm just like I'm just gonna get back on stage fuck you.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah, that's how it is. I feel like we as the Fox community, we need to get better at not fucking cheesing our way out of recoveries.
No, it's just that's the thing about Melee. It's like the worst game ever because so often you're rewarded for doing the bad thing. So often,
yes,
just, like make the wrong decision and are rewarded for it.
Yes, it's because we're playing against bad players who don't punish us.
Oh yeah.
But in theory, because I feel like there's a long time where I used to feel like I should be trying to do the technically correct option that like would work against high level players, and I think that's a good thing to base your game plan off of, right? And I think like I still think that principle holds true most of the time, but it's just that sometimes you do need to do kind of like
you gotta check the chumps.
Yeah, you gotta check the chumps sometimes, you know. Like sometimes you'll be doing this like level 4 shit, and then you'll just get like fucking like F smash or whatever.
Well, yeah,
like,
sometimes the Marth does just rob an F smash.
Yeah,
and it's like
okay.
I get that.
Yeah, like there is this one instance where Azel is at Genesis, and the guy's insanely talented player, layers and upon layers and layers of neutral game. And Koopa just runs up to him and forward smashes 4 times in a row, and he dies.
Dude, Koopa does that to me every time I net play with him. I'm
yeah,
like, Koopa,
exactly.
These F smashes are so bad, and he's like, but you're not ready for him.
You're not ready.
God. Fucking Koopa.
And so
guy.
I think while that's mostly right, you still got to be ready.
Yeah, no, you still gotta check the chumps.
Yeah. So here, like, I understand because I'm a Fox. I also get reversals off bad players off these types of side Bs sometimes. It's a crutch.
I think in this session I was rewarded for this side B multiple times.
Yeah, it's a crutch. Anyway, so you die for this. Whatever happens. How do you play this invincibility here? So one thing is, be pretty careful about this up tilt here. I think this
that
is
trade seemed bad.
this is the only time where I think up tilt is kind of usable, is when Puff is drifting forward with an aerial.
Yeah.
Every other scenario, I think up tilt is quite bad.
That makes sense.
And like even then, you traded even percent, so it's like not even that good. I think just dash dancing here is probably just better overall. So I think that's like one thing that you could like try to adapt in your play. I think like up tilt has to be used so sparingly against Puff. I think there's like
I don't
there's
feel like I
usage.
use it in neutral much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think up tilt just kind of is bad, like in general.
Yes and no. I think.
I'm an up tilt hater.
I think like I went through a phase of being up tilt hater, but I also think up tilt is kind of good.
And up tilt feels like cheesing, like instant side B to ledge is cheesing.
It feels cheesy because you're using it in cheesy spots. So you have to figure out how to use it in non-cheesy spots.
Yeah, and I mean that's like completely ignoring it as like a combo move, but
Yeah, I think up tilt is really really good. When the opponent is in the air already, I think that's like its main
right.
usage.
If it's like an actual anti-air,
Yeah. Otherwise, do not. I think like using up tilt when someone's on the ground is such a chump check. It's like the biggest chump check of all fucking time.
You're cheesing for sure.
Yeah. The only time where it's like kind of hard to deal with is when they're like right in the corner and you're up tilting like right here and they're like fuck.
Oh, I love doing that one with Sheik.
Yeah, that one sucks. That one sucks to get hit by. But anyway, yeah, up tilt, fine here, but that's like the one situation where I feel like it's fine against Puff.
It wasn't even good. Like
it wasn't
just
even that
got
good.
Traded, and then I don't like the situation that I'm in right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not fun.
Yeah. Alright, let's watch this. So you get up tilted. I don't hate the idea. Let's watch the situation one more time.
I think if they were higher percent, like if they were in more hit stun after the trade, then it's kind of cash. But like they were just actual so quickly.
Yeah. I think up smash kind of scary to use against Puff, and I also think it's kind of bad risk reward before kill percent.
There's a non-zero chance that was supposed to be short hop up air also.
I can understand that. I think I would have short hop up aired actually.
Yeah, when I think about it now, I don't like the up smash just feels really weird for me to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do short hop up air constantly.
Okay. So you're in shield against the Puff. What do? Nice full hop. Nice tech chase. How do you shark here? Okay. How do you finish this? Do you finish this? Okay, you don't finish it. Alright. Let's watch that whole situation. So this is good. You get out of the corner really nicely. Not my favorite nair, but I don't hate it. Okay, so I don't mind how you were sharking at this point in the clip, but let's watch this part. So you're like dashing in. This is fine. This is like not the worst fair. I don't really care. But then he lands with a nair. What? In hindsight, what do you think you should do here?
I mean, I can up tilt in place, and then if he tries to land on top of me, I'm fine. If he lands anywhere else, I'm gonna be fine before he's actionable. I could dash towards center and then just reset, but that doesn't give me anything. I could short hop up air. I can make a read on his drift and then short hop up air it, and then try to hit him there. I could try to hit his drift with a bear, which probably covers more drifts than up air does, but doesn't kill him. I think that's it. It's mostly just read the drift or try to not die to him falling on top of me.
Okay. So let's gonna switch the. Gonna show you something really quick. Okay, never mind. It's not a good picture. But anyway, I think so. For one, Puff before this situation was already drifting into center. So if you dash to center, you get clipped by the nair.
Right.
Which you don't want to do on AC nair. Dashing left is like kind of okay. Short hop up air is kind of okay. It's like decent, but I think a lot of the times, especially at this height, you will just lose before your up air comes out.
Or like the first hit will trade or something.
Yeah, so I was actually looking for crouch.
Crouch
that
makes sense.
Crouch is fucking insane here.
I'm at like 9%.
You're at 9. This nair is gonna hit you. You're gonna CC it, and you just kill her.
Yeah.
You just kill her because CCing nair is like quite good for you.
I think CC is just something I'm not like super adept with in this matchup.
Yeah,
it feels really uncomfortable to me.
I understand why it's uncomfortable, but I think being able to utilize CC to catch puff landings like this is so important because if she can't land on top of you anymore, the matchup gets a lot harder. Because her landing like is now like it's so difficult for her to like kind of be ambiguous with her landing, like on what side she's gonna land on. If you just fucking crouch, because she's at kill percent, up smash will kill. Up smash is true here.
Yeah, like if she lands on top of me, then I just kill her with the CC reversal, and if she doesn't, then I can just react to that and then kill her like that.
Yeah. So
that's fine.
That's I think what I would do is the best here. But you dash, I believe, left here. Oh no, you just get hit. But I think you mean to dash left. And then full hop, and then she gets away. Yeah, I don't mind how you played it after, but I think instead of trying to dash a direction, I would have just crouched.
Crouching is definitely it. I think I also just need to be more aware of what she's doing while getting sharked than just her position. Like I need to counter jumps and see her move up choice, because that'll open me up to stuff like that too. Because if I know that she only has one jump left, then I could be, oh, she's probably gonna nair right now.
Yeah, and just being able to play those situations, being aware of the fact that you have CC as an option, it opens the ability to shark so much better. Alright, so I don't hate this that much because it's spaced, and if it hits, you probably get up smash. I don't like that full hop at all, though.
Yeah,
that was a rainy core full hop when I'm choking. You don't want to be doing that.
No,
you should have died for it, and you don't. That's fine. Good grab afterwards. I like the dash through. I think something you should be careful of is doing full hops in the way that you're doing them. These full hops don't work.
See, I know that, and when I'm doing them in the moment, I'm like, this feels like shit. Why am I doing this to myself? And then I just keep doing it.
Well, what should you do instead? Instead of thinking, this is a shit full hop. I just don't need to
leave the ground. I can just be grounded and you can just dash away.
Yeah. You should just, if you're in shield, do you know what the problem with shielding is? I know Kirby Kaze talked about this before, but I'm just gonna parrot it.
You can't dash.
You can't dash.
You can't dash. You gotta wave dash.
You gotta wave dash. You become Luigi. You're Luigi for a second.
I'm bad at wave dash out of shield.
Exactly. And so you
bad at it.
So you can, you can just wave dash back here. Full hop is kind of, it's tempting because it feels good as fuck for the fox, right?
It does feel so.
It feels good as fuck for the fox when you when you full hop, but a lot of the times when you full hop in place here, it's actually quite bad for you. Even
it's so bad. It feels so bad. I'm stressed out.
Yeah.
Watching it happen.
Yeah. It's bad. And people for a couple years have been saying that this full hop is good, but it's because they're shit at the game. No, they don't understand anything. It's really bad. It's a really bad full hop.
It's so bad.
Yeah. I need you to understand. I know you understand.
It's bad versus Puff.
It is just bad in general.
This full hop in a scramble when they have stage advantage just is shit. in every matchup, and it always feels bad, and I'm rewarded for it so often. It's the
Yes,
worst.
and
It's
that's
the
why.
worst.
Yeah, it's like a incorrect feedback loop because, in my opinion, I think full hopping at close range is quite good. Full hopping at long range is like fine, and full hopping at mid range is low key shit.
Oh, it's so bad. Because
It's
if you drift away, they can hit you. If you drift forwards, they can hit you. Like, it's just not.
yeah,
All you can do is like a drift back drill, kind of,
yeah.
in
You can
these
like
states.
backflip and like it's like slightly better, but
Or
like
you can spend your double jump.
you can spend your
You spend
double
your double
jump
jump.
and now you're
Yeah, no,
fucked if they
that's a
catch
fun one
you.
to do. Like you just like force yourself to go to the platforms, but then you're on FD and it's like, oh, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, low key if I'm up here, I double jump and I up B. I'm getting the fuck out of there, dude.
No, literally the last time I played Brutal Rattle in tournament, I lost both FD games because I kept doing this full hop. And they
Yeah.
just kept up airing me for it. And it was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I just kept doing the full hop. It's so bad.
Yeah, it is really bad. So you gotta be careful. But let's keep going. Okay. This is just like a general rule of thumb that I like to keep as Fox. I don't mind this nair too much.
It was just really late.
It was
If I
late.
did it frame perfectly, it would have been okay, I guess. I should have just done Shine.
I think Shine is okay. I think I kind of like back air here.
Like
Because
back air and a shield,
it's
maybe.
pretty clear that the puff is crossing through at this point. Like if
Yeah, I
you
just feel like they're so low to me, and they're holding like if they're holding down and I do back air, I'm sad.
yeah, when are you actionable? Like right
Now,
now, yeah. So
yeah,
I think
I wasted like 4 frames there.
I think the thing about Puff is attacking her out of shield unless you space something like terribly is like generally not a good idea.
Yeah,
It's it's always a bait like 99% of the time. I think generally it's not worth it to try and like directly punish her. You can like kind of like fade away and throw a hitbox. But I generally just like resetting. I like wave dashing away, or like even if they let you get away with it, I would like wave dash in and like pressure.
hmm
The problem with that is like if they instant grab, obviously you fucking die. But it's like obviously you don't do it immediately
yeah. I mean, you
into
don't
their
need to
grab
do that
range.
unless you have to force a mix up because you're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
knocked down or something.
I don't mind forcing the mix up there. Just not directly wave dashing into their grab range and like being incurring lag.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you're like here and they're like over like here and you like wave dash in, this is like kind of okay. But if they're like here and you wave dash in, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And pretty lazy recovery again. Let's watch that. I think you could have actually gone under that.
I went for mid shorten for sure. I think mid shorten gets there.
Yeah, yeah. I think like if you like jump back better, you probably dodge that.
Yeah, if I spaced it better, I definitely could have. I didn't get the sweet spot. That's for sure.
I think you also are slow on this wake up. I think you could have shielded this back air. Yeah, you could have shielded this.
Dash back. No, I just turned around. I don't
Yeah.
even dash.
You definitely could have shielded this, obviously. And then
That's weird.